channel. Apologies, I've been a bit absent. I just kind of took a bit of time. I didn't purposely take a bit of time off, but I've been sick recently. I'm just kind of recovering from tonsillitis. My asthma has been very bad. I've had the flu, blah blah, all at once. Typical, life goes on. But I just didn't have anything major to update you on. If I'm not wowed by a product, I don't want to be on here yabbing on about nothing. So I kind of only make videos when I feel the need to tell you something or share something. So I hope you don't mind my absenteeism. But again, I'm hoping to get back into it again. Reason being I tell you I was sick is because when I was sick I was reading a lot. Not sure if you know it about me or not, but I'm a huge book fan. Love books ever since I was small. I've been a huge reader, be they hard copies or I have my Kindle, I have it on my phone. Love reading, but when I'm sick I read a lot. I think it just kind of gets me out of my body and into another world when you're reading. That sounds like I'm on drugs or something, which I was on drugs. Legal drugs, oh my god, never mind. So basically I'm going to review Michelle Phan. See, I'm Irish, I think they say Michelle Phan, but I think I say Michelle Phan. Anyway, P-H-A-N, Michelle Phan. In case you're not sure as to who she is, which I'm sure you do if you're watching my channel, she is basically the #1, I think, subscribed beauty guru here on YouTube. She has something that ridiculous, like over 7 million subscribers. She is one of the absolute original beauty gurus, and I was very, very excited to read this book. It's kind of one of the first beauty guru books. A lot of the girls now are coming out with books, which is great, but this I pre-ordered back months ago, and it arrived a few weeks ago, and I've read the whole thing. I read it in a day or two when I was sick, so I wanted to do a book review. Now I've never done book reviews on my channel, so I hope it goes down well. I'm thinking it might because it is beauty related, so I just wanted to give you my thoughts on the book. Basically, I'll tell you where I got it and the pricing and everything at the very end. Basically, this is her very first book. She, as I mentioned, she's huge on YouTube. She's hugely respected and known on YouTube land, and outside of YouTube she's ventured further. She started her own business. I think even in the book she refers to herself as a businesswoman foremost, and then a YouTuber. But in general, this book, not in general, basically overall, this is a very empowering and enlightening book. It's not just beauty related. The book starts off with, first off, here's the size of it. It's a really nice size book. It's hardcover. You can also get it on the Kindle, and I absolutely love the layout of this book. I'm not sure if I'm actually allowed to show images. I don't think I am I? I might just give a quick flick through, but there's lots of photographs, there's lots of little personalised sketches in there that she has drawn herself. It's just laid out really, really nicely, and there's lots of information here. The font is even really nice, and she pays a lot of detail to personalisation in the book. There's even, like I mentioned, like little hand sketches by her all over the book. It's just really personalised, and you can really tell that when you're reading it. It is like her talking to you as a friend in the book, which is really nice. So it's really easy to read. It's a nice kind of light read, but it does go in depth in certain areas. So getting started, the book starts off about her life. She tells us everything about basically from when she was born, her whole life. It doesn't, like, it's not, I say that like as if it's an autobiography, but she does. The first chapter or so is all about her personal life, her upbringing, her family, her background in general, which is really, really interesting. I am subscribed to her on YouTube, but I'm not, like, she wouldn't actually be one of my favourites. So I kind of bought this book on a whim, really, because I was like, oh my god, a beauty guru has a book, I have to buy it. And obviously she's like one of the biggest, so I was very excited to buy it, but she's not one of my favourites. So it was very interesting to get to know her a bit. A bit of background was a really, really nice way to start off the book, because I think you can kind of relate to her and you understand where she goes from there. So she starts off with her life, and then she gets into the actual beauty part. The first part she goes into is skincare. She starts off with skincare at the very, very base of your body when it comes to makeup. She goes into skincare, very, very basic tips, but very informative. The one thing I love about this book is that she doesn't brand drop. She's not name bombing you with loads of brands that you have to have, that you need. I don't think she even drops one brand name. She doesn't say you have to get this, you have to do this is blah blah blah. I think the only brand name she mentions is a company that she is spokesperson for and her own business. Other than that, she doesn't make any recommendations of brands specifically, which is really, really refreshing, because that means it's relatable for everyone, like a woman with a lot of money or a teenage girl, it doesn't matter because you kind of use what you have. So that's really refreshing that she doesn't like bombard you with things that you need. It's very basic general tips, but really, really helpful. She gives homemade tips on skincare and all that. Then she goes into, where's my index? She goes into makeup, then she goes into actual makeup tips. She'll focus on face, so she'll talk about foundation, concealer, then she'll go to the eyes, about eye colour, eye shapes, eye sizes, brows, then she does lips. She goes specifically through your face and she covers more or less everything about makeup. Then she moves on to hair, hair and nails, again, just general things, and it wasn't so general that I got bored. It was general in that it kind of just refreshes your memory on things, and she does give tips that I haven't heard of before, which is very good to know too. So she goes into hair and nails, then she goes into the fashion side of things, which I thought I wasn't going to like I didn't buy the book for fashion. I'm not a huge fashion person, but again, she does it so general that anyone can kind of relate to it and take away something from it. So just dress sense in general, again, shapes, sizes, what to wear to certain events, etiquette, all that kind of thing. Then she goes into the digital side of things, which I was really excited to read about. She goes into, like, we'll say, the techie side of things. She talks a lot about social media, about your online presence, which is, again, I was really interested to read about. Then she moves on to the kind of job side of her life. She gives a background of how she got her job, how she is now, how she's developed herself, and tips for the reader. She gives sample CVs, how to kind of get into internships, all the kind of job and interview side of things. Then she goes into manners and etiquette. Kind of the end of the book is kind of just a general life thing, just manners about going to parties, etiquette, and just kind of how to be a better person, kind of a thing. So it kind of ends off like that, how to further yourself as a person, and then she kind of ends the book with some questions about herself. She answers some questions about herself. So overall, there's a lot of topics and a lot of information in here, but it's not too overwhelming because she keeps it so kind of general. She covers a lot of ground, but you're not overwhelmed with all this crazy information that's not necessary. And as I mentioned, it was really refreshing that she didn't drop brand names, which is fairly rare for beauty books. Any beauty book you buy, it's probably promoting a product or a brand, and this is not. It's just her, as I said, talking to you kind of as a friend. I loved that this book had the different topics because it's called Makeup, Your Life Guide to Beauty Style and Success. I was thinking it was just going to be beauty related because she's a beauty vlogger and stuff, but it is just a life guide. It actually is a life guide. I was surprised the amount of empowerment she tries to portray through the book, positivity. Just in general, it's quite uplifting read. So I really, really thoroughly enjoyed this. The one thing she didn't go hugely into, surprisingly, actually, is the YouTube side thing. So I have a feeling she may come with another book. I think there's an opening for another book for her because she doesn't go hugely into the YouTube side of thing, as in or blogging for that matter, how to kind of start off, tips and tricks and stuff. She does a bit, she touches on it, but I think there could be room for more. Tips and tricks on the vlogging side of things. She doesn't do any of that. So that was kind of a miss, but I think that could be an opening for another book. Overall, absolutely thoroughly enjoyed this book. I bought it from Amazon. It's priced at £12.90, so it's about £13 or 16-17 euro. I'm not sure in dollars what that is. $20, something like that. Does it say on the back? $23 US or 26 Canadian. So I got it on Amazon. There's free UK shipping, but if you live in Ireland, you may know of a company called Parcel Motel. So you can get free UK shipping. So Parcel Motel supply you with a UK address, and then you pay $3.50 and they'll deliver it from the UK to Ireland to your nearest place you can pick up your item. So I leave links to Parcel Motel below, and I leave links to the book as well. I actually pre-ordered this book months ago. Did I show you this already? No, I don't think I did. I pre-ordered this book months ago, and she was doing an offer at the moment where you could get limited edition covers that she illustrated herself, so I'm not sure if these are still available because they were limited edition, they're exclusive to pre-orders, so I'm not sure if there's any left or not. But basically I'll show you, I signed up for it on her website, again I'll leave the link below, and you get an exclusive limited edition book cover that she designed herself. So there it is there, so she designed that herself, and basically it's basically just kind of a sticky thing that you can have your own exclusive limited edition kind of cover in it, but I actually prefer the original, turns out. So if there's any of those available, or if that offer is still running, I'm not sure if it is, as I said, but it's just a nice thing to have because art is a huge part of her life, so I felt it was just a really nice touch for her to offer those for free for a limited edition. Yeah, so if they're available, I'll let you know. If you have any questions, do let me know. I think I've covered everything. Really recommend it. Really liked it. And let me know if you have read it, what you think of it. So thank you for watching. If you'd like me to do any more reviews, let me know. I did do more reading, so I might do a few more book reviews. I got a few other books that you might be interested in. So thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.